Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making a full Caribbean lunch menu consists of stewed beef, red beans in coconut milk, gingery carrot rice, potato salad, and some fresh tomatoes and lettuce. To begin the recipes, first we are going to do the stewed beef, and I am going to start off with my herbs using some dried chili peppers. I have about 20 garlic, 1.5 onions. I have some parsley. Here we have some fresh cilantro, a knob of ginger, and I have some green onions. Bell peppers will also be included in this recipe, but I am not going to blend this into my seasoning. So all these herbs are going to be the green seasoning for our stew beef. In this bowl we have some beef stew cuts. This is 2.5 pounds, and I'm gonna go in with the green seasoning. So we're gonna go in with 3 heaping tablespoons of green seasoning. I'm just gonna add 4. This green seasoning will also be used in our other recipes. 1 tablespoon of allspice, ground allspice, half teaspoon of clove powder, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1 tablespoon of black pepper. I am adding 1 tablespoon of jerk sauce. This is jerk marinade. A good dash of Maggi all-purpose seasoning. Should be about 2 teaspoons. And I am adding 1 teaspoon of salt. This is going to be marinating, and we're going to move on to the rice and the potatoes for the salad. Cover this up and allow it to marinate. Now we are on to cooking our rice. This is parboiled rice, and we're just going to wash this out to get rid of some of the starch and some of the dirt, because when you wash this rice it has a lot of dirt in it. It comes out very brown. So I'm going to wash my rice, and I'm going to be washing this rice for a few times, maybe about 3 times, until the water runs clear. And the rice is now done washed, and now it's time to boil our rice. Now we're going to head over to the pot, and I'm going to salt the water. That's half teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to put our rice in to cook. While the rice is going, we're going to get ready on the carrots for the rice. We are grating 3 medium carrots on the big side of our grater. Get all these extra carrots out. For the potato salad, I am adding 1 medium-sized diced carrot and some frozen peas for 5 minutes. We're going to use about 4 potatoes, should be enough. And we're going to quickly peel these and add them to some cold water. Everyone makes potato salads differently. You can add eggs to it as well, but this is the way I make my potato salad. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please click that subscription button, click the notification bell and the like button, and let me know where you're watching from and what are some other meal combinations you would like to see. Add this to water. On to the last potato. One of the things I learned about potatoes is that when you're boiling it, you should not boil it in boiling water. You should add it to cold water and allow it all the potatoes to cook at the same time. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. These are our chopper attachment. These are 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch chops, and we're going to be using the smaller one for onions to dice our carrots. Get that in there. You can find this on Amazon. I bought this on Amazon. It makes life a whole lot easier, and presentation for your food is amazing. So I'm going to add this there. Just chop. And you have nice 1/2 inch slices, and it takes less time than using a knife. And this is the last of our potatoes. It took me about 2 minutes to get this done. If it's too big, just cut it, and you want to add it to your chopping board. Potatoes are done. So we're going to go over to the pot, and we're going to add this to some salted cold water and allow the water to boil and come up to temperature. We're going to salt the water with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and now I'm going to add the potatoes. When these are done, you're going to get nice diced potatoes that are whole. These are going to take their time and boil at cold water temperature. As it rises, the potatoes will cook, and we're going to have nice square pieces of potatoes to add to our salad. Let's head over to the rice. Now I'm going to strain the rice and wash it out with cold water. I'm just going to run some cold water. I am adding the cold water to wash off the extra starch from the rice. I am leaving it to drain off the excess water. stir this up. I'm going to cover it and allow the juices from the beef to spring. It smells amazing. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and join me every week as I cook an entire meal. Let's add some bay leaf and some thyme to this. Stir this up. Cover this over and let it spring the juices. Let's make our potato salad. We're gonna be making our potato salad. As you can see, we have our potatoes nicely diced and they will not mashed up. They're still intact and holds their shape. So we're gonna be adding some fresh parsley. We have our carrot and peas here. We're gonna be using corn. We have grated onions, and over there we have some green onions, along with some other ingredients. So let's go in with our carrot and peas. Chopped parsley, 1/4 cup. We're gonna go in with our corn. These are frozen corn. If you have fresh corn, you can use it. You can even roast the corn and add it to your salad. We're adding 1 tablespoon of grated onions, white onions, and we're gonna add about 1 tablespoon of chopped green onions. To this, I am also adding 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. I'm gonna just add 1.5. That's for savory. This salad is gonna be savory. Some people add sugar to their salad, but I don't like sugar in my salad because the world already has so much sugars already. I prefer to let it be savory. And I'm gonna go in with about 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Just give this a good mix. The colors are beautiful. What are some other things that you can put in your salad? You know, over the years I've been making potato salad. I've simply been making it one way with 1 set of vegetables. What are some other vegetables that you could add to your potato salad? Sometimes I also go in with green and red bell peppers as well. So what are some other things I could add to my salad? So I'm gonna taste this. I'm gonna add some salt to taste. And while I'm adjusting this, I am gonna leave the adjustments in the description box. So I'm adding 1 more teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. So this is done. And now we're gonna be going and cook our red beans. For our red beans, we are gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of chopped onions, and then I'm adding the red. Now let's add some green onions and some chopped parsley, 1 tablespoon of fresh homemade green seasoning. I am adding a little bit of clove to this, pinch of clove. I'm going to mix this up. Now let's add some coconut milk, 1 cup of coconut milk. And give this a nice mix. We're almost done. We're gonna add a dash of ground allspice, a good dash of Maggi or purple seasoning. This is about 1 teaspoon. Tomato ketchup, half teaspoon of black pepper. Let's stir it up and give it a taste before we start adding our salt. And I'm cooking this on medium heat because the red beans are already cooked. These are canned red beans, but you can also use the uncooked red beans and boil them out until they are soft and start adding your seasonings. We only need to add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let this simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes and then we're going to remove it from the stove. You don't want to make it too thick because as it cools, the starch will make it very thick and clumpy. You want nice sauce in it so that it can maintain a good texture. Let's check our meat. Now we're going to add some water and allow it to slow cook. We're going to add some water in here. Give it a good stir. And I'm going to cover this up in foil. Now we're going to cover it up with foil. Cover it up and let it simmer for about 45 minutes. To top it off, we are going to add some lettuce, cucumbers, and some creamy avocados. You must get your vegetables in. Let's finish off our beef. It's nice and tender. Now let's add 2 cups of coconut milk, some yellow bell peppers, some chopped onions because I love onions in beef, 1 tablespoon of our grounded fresh seasoning, 1 teaspoon of our purple seasoning, a good dash of Maggi. This is about half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of clove, allspice. I'm adding some ketchup to this. This is about 1/4 cup of ketchup, black pepper, half teaspoon. Mix this up. I'm going to cover this again. I add salt to it. Cover this over. Our beef is ready and I don't need to add any more salt to it. And here you have it, our plated Caribbean lunch plate. Thank you for joining. See you on another good day for another great recipe.